Ladies and gentlemen, this is a tale that not many know, but it's a story to be told. I, Johnny Blizzard, on behalf of the iGlobal network, as well as Mr. Getting It Done, will bring you up to speed on why this match is so special. The story starts with the Dark Skull, El Craneo Oscuro. A luchador that was wrestling from the 60s to the 90s and retired from in-ring competition in the year 2000, leaving behind a legacy in Lucha Libre that not everything that was dark was considered evil. El Craneo captivated many audiences during his time, as well as beyond his time in the ring, inspiring many luchadors to take up the craft. And one of those people was the man we now know as Gellitro.
Exposed to the art form at a young age, he soon fell in love with the heroes and villains in Mexico. Later on, when becoming an adult, he took a chance at what he fantasized about during all those years of sitting and watching TV. That fantasy was to be trained by the one that was his gateway into loving the business, El Craneo Oscuro. In 2008, he went all the way to Mexico to be trained by him at his wrestling school, but was only met with what he tried to ignore during the whole decision and trip going there. El Craneo's perception of Lucha Libre wasn't adapting to the changing climate. After a harsh rejection, Gellitro persisted and went as far as to camp outside his school and would beg Craneo for a week straight until he finally gave in, letting him inside and be trained by himself. The only trade-off being that he would take an oath of silence when the mask was on.
Things seemed okay, but when it came time for Gellitro to get his feet wet in 2011, the first sign of what Craneo truly felt about this came to be. Craneo always put a good word for any promoter that he assigned his students. And with his legend status in the culture, it gave many impressions to everybody backstage. From there, things went on as you know it to be. Gellitro started to get somewhere with the fans, and in time he became a hero to both the fans in Mexico and the UK. But for Craneo, things got controversial. Over time, Craneo's true feelings about foreigners and lucha culture came to light, and in turn became apparent why Gellitro had a harder time than everyone else had, soon finding Craneo blacklisted from many promotions for his lack of forward thinking towards the lucha culture. From there was nothing else to say about it until episode 3 of Affinity Wrestling.
Penance had put a stipulation for Gellitro on episode 3 of Affinity to be any opponent of his choosing in order to face him at the upcoming pay-per-view Grand Arrival. The opponent was none other than the one that trained him, El Craneo Oscuro. On episode 4 of Affinity,
iGlobal's LLU has teamed up with Affinity to make this match happen. And before we get to the action,
we have a message from the man himself.
Pasé todos estos años queriendo decirte esto, Pasé estos años observándote, tratando de saber si mi trabajo significaba algo. Pero pasaron 10 años. Y no vi nada. Igual que todos los demás gringos, lo que haces es correr y saltar de un lado a otro como si supieras que es la lucha. Igualito que cuando te acepté y quise enseñarle a tu estúpido cerebro qué hacer. Quisiste hacerlo todo rápido. Y mira lo que lograste. Eso no funciona para siempre y pudiste comprobarlo, porque sin importar cuántas victorias logres, ningún promotor te respeta. Sabía que era una pérdida de tiempo tratar de enseñarte, pero al pasar por esa carpa todos los días, me hiciste creer que te importaba lo que te ayudé a crear. Fue una buena decisión exigirte un juramento de silencio para que nadie te escuchara presumir como todos esos otros gringos. Pero no tomé una buena decisión dejando de entrar. Gellitro. Estoy saliendo de mi retiro para avergonzarte. Para convertirte en una lección para todos esos gringos de lo que de verdad es la lucha libre. Buenas noches, Gellitro.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John Connolly, and we are live from the Affinity Arena for the special attraction match brought to you by Affinity and Lucha Libre Universal of the iGlobal Network. Tonight we have Gellitro, the Rapido hero, going up against the foundation, the very backbone of what made Lucha Libre what it is today, the Craneo Oscuro. The theme music, the first man coming down to the ring. This man, his name is Gellitro. Gellitro, originally from the UK, has made a name for himself as one of the fastest, if not the fastest luchador in wrestling right now, hence the name the Rapido Hero. Gellitro, this match means a lot to him because he goes up against the very man who made Lucha Libre what it is today. The very man who trained him, the very man who busted his ass to get to Mexico and learn from him to become one of the best luchadors in wrestling today. And Gellitro, this man serves as an inspiration to many people who want to get into the culture, who want to live and die by the culture of Lucha Libre. This man has gone through many trials and tribulations to reach this level at which he is today. And tonight, he goes up against the very man, the man who resented training him, Craneo Oscuro. You can see Gellitro going on in his usual favor. You can see that arm pumping motion. What you might not know is that very arm pumping motion is from the very man who is facing tonight. The very man who first started it, the very man who gifted him, who gave him permission to be doing that, El Craneo Oscuro. And Gellitro has a tough task ahead of him. You might think that this is an opportunity for Gellitro to prove himself to Obscuro, to prove himself as a luchador, to prove himself he is not a showman who only lives for the glory. And you can hear the music, the anticipation in the air, the excitement for the very man who made Lucha Libre what it is. As you can see, the walking legend, the legend himself, El Craneo Oscuro, ladies and gentlemen. This man, a legend, of Lucha Libre. This man, part of the generation that made the basics of Lucha Libre, that made Lucha Libre as a culture, as a sport, as a thing to live and die by. Craneo Oscuro has made Lucha Libre what it is. This man has broke barriers in Lucha Libre itself. He has shown that not everything that is dark is evil. Craneo Oscuro, the very legend himself, has graced an Affinity ring, and he goes up against the very man that he trained, against the very man that he resented, that he hated to train. He's making that signature arm pose. Craneo Oscuro coming out of retirement to put Gellitro in his place. The excitement is in the crowd. The very atmosphere is hot here for this match, ladies and gentlemen. Now the referee ringing the bell, as you can see both men staring down each other. And now Craneo Oscuro just complaining to Gellitro, giving him instructions. Now both men staring down each other. This match has been coming a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Student versus teacher, pupil versus mentor. This match has a big fight feel, ladies and gentlemen. Craneo Oscuro first to make a move, telling Gellitro to bring it. Both men excited, both men ready for this match. You can see Gellitro ready for this. Gellitro finally about to prove a point to Craneo Oscuro. Now both men circling the ring. I'm excited for this, ladies and gentlemen. This match is about to pop off. As you can see, Craneo asking for Gellitro to bring it. And now both men finally locking up. Gellitro making the first move here, ladies and gentlemen. Struggling for dominance, and Craneo Oscuro. And now Craneo Oscuro with his arm wringer wrenching on the arm of Gellitro, and shoulder blocks into his shoulder. And just pushes Gellitro off. Craneo Oscuro showing Gellitro what Lucha truly means, and Gellitro not giving up, going back into the collar and elbow, and now wrenching on the arm of Oscuro, and Oscuro just kicking Gellitro in the midsection of a slap, putting Gellitro in his place. You can see trash talking him. And now Craneo Oscuro staring down Gellitro. I know Gellitro was going for a clothesline there, but Craneo Oscuro just too experienced for him here, as you can see. Showing a technical masterclass against Gellitro here. But Gellitro trying to take it down, and puts it into an arm lock. Beautiful, but beautiful transition. And now Gellitro showing up that speed, showing up why they call him the Rapido Hero. Oh my God, both men trading off with this technical loss, and Gellitro with this victory roll pin here. One. No, only a count of one. Oscuro gonna steal it. 1, 2. No, Gellitro kicking out at 2, ladies and gentlemen. Both men showing a technical masterclass here. And now Gellitro trying to steal this with a schoolboy. Only a count. No, 0 count there by Gellitro. And Gellitro trying to use his speed against Oscuro. Going for a super kick there. But Oscuro reading it. And now going once again, showing off his strength and power, showing off what real Lucha Libre is, just working on the arm of Gellitro, and now just drags him down onto the canvas. Now, Leon Oscuro just getting in the face of Gellitro, trash talking him, showing what real Lucha Libre is, trying to keep this young buck in his place, and just throws him into the ropes. Drop down, leapfrog by Oscuro, and beautiful arm drag by Leon Oscuro. And just showing that signature arm pumping movement, and Gellitro taking his time here, wondering what he's gonna do against his mentor, the experienced Craneo Oscuro. Now Oscuro in the center of the ring here, asking for Gellitro to bring it once again. Both men locking up once again in the center of the ring. And now Oscuro asserting his dominance with this headlock here, just wrenching on the neck of Gellitro, overpowering the Rapido Hero here. But now Gellitro pushing Oscuro off the ropes, drop down, leapfrog. And Gellitro returning the favor with his own arm drag to a Craneo Oscuro. You see this disrespecting him with this suck it motions. You can see this is what Oscuro didn't like. Gellitro showing out the disrespect, showboating, not truly embodying what Lucha Libre is. As you can see, Gellitro once again, leapfrog once again. And now Gellitro off the ropes. Craneo drops down here. And now Gellitro showed up in agility with a beautiful head scissors and kicking up here and repaying him the favor with his own arm-pumping movements. Up the ropes goes Gellitro. And now, goes into that head scissor. And Gellitro going round. Gellitro going round and round and just sending Craneo to the canvas. And it's Gellitro calling Craneo to his feet, turns him around. He's going for a crucifix here. And Gellitro taking Craneo round and round the ring, showboating here. His shoulders down, count of 2. No! Craneo kicking out at 2, ladies and gentlemen. Now Gellitro trying to get the pin with this hurricane count of 2. Craneo kicking out at 2, trying to sneak the victory with the hurricane. Single leg drop kick to the chest of Craneo, and Gellitro might be tired out, ladies and gentlemen. Gellitro using all his energy to try to get the upper hand here on Craneo Oscuro. As you can see, Gellitro fired up. The crowd is excited. The crowd is enjoying this match so far. And now Craneo is trying to find rest in that corner, but Gellitro not letting up. And what's Gellitro go for? Chopping a knife and chop across the chest. Gellitro, another chop. Do you hear the sounds of those? Once again, throws him to the corner. And Gellitro was, forearm smash by Gellitro. And Gellitro goes off the ropes. Cannonball senton, throwing his body in harm's way. And Gellitro is fired up, ladies and gentlemen. The Rapido hero is on top. And now hooks a leg. 1, 2. No, only a count of 2 by Gellitro on Craneo Oscuro. As you can see, Gellitro has had the upper hand in this match so far, using his speed to his advantage, trying to tire out. Craneo Oscuro now takes him down with the snapmare, and now going against the pace of his match, trying to slow down this match, trying to show Craneo Oscuro that he's not just a speed junkie, that he can embody what Lucha Libre is, ladies and gentlemen. Working on the arm of Craneo Oscuro. You can see with every wrench he puts more power in it, trying to separate the shoulder from the socket. But Craneo Oscuro tried to escape, but no, Gellitro once again keeping Oscuro in his place, wrenching on the arm, keeping him. But now Craneo Oscuro managing to escape, but elbow to the but Gellitro kicking him in the gut, and a Pele kick to the arm of Craneo Oscuro. Victory roll pin here, trying to sneak the cover. Once again, 1, 2. No! Leon Oscuro kicking out at 2. Now Gellitro in the corner, sizing up for something here. What's he going for here? Calling Craneo Oscuro to his fate. What's he going for here? Charges at Oscuro, and now Gellitro stringing in a few strikes here, is fired up with his beautiful rolling kick with excites in the head, and Gellitro is fired up, ladies and gentlemen. Now Oscuro in the corner, and Gellitro signals at Oscuro that he's coming for him, and forearm. And what's Gellitro going for here? And charges at Oscuro. Was going for something here, but Oscuro placing him on that turnbuckle, and now Oscuro has the upper hand and just throws him over the shoulder, showcasing that power is Craneo Oscuro. And finally, this might be the opening for Craneo Oscuro, as you can see him taking a breather in the corner there, ladies and gentlemen. Now Craneo just thinking about what he's gonna do here. What is he gonna do against Gellitro, who has had most of the offense in this match? The ropes. Craneo goes, and a beautiful springboard cross body This man at his age is still able to do better springboard moves than most people who are in their 20s. As you can see, Gellitro managing to kick out at 2. That beautiful springboard crossbody by Craneo Oscuro, showing that he still got it, and over and chop to the chest, and another chop by Craneo Oscuro, just unleashing chops, and now just slapping the head of Gellitro, showing disrespect. And La Magistral by Craneo Oscuro has to shut us down. 1, 2. No, Gellitro kicking out at 2, and Craneo is surprised there, ladies and gentlemen. Craneo finally managing to get his offense in here. Just slamming Gellitro's head into the corner. And if you didn't know, Craneo Oscuro is the mentor of Gellitro. Craneo Oscuro resented training this man, resented teaching him the culture of Lucha Libre, and he said that he's coming out of retirement to embarrass Gellitro and keeping him in his place, and now sending him off the ropes, and double arm chop by Craneo Oscuro, and now he has the upper hand, and just now Oscuro with this repeated clotheslines, and another clothesline to Gellitro, and Gellitro placing himself in the corner, and Oscuro is just sends him to the floor, and Oscuro calling Gellitro to his feet. What's he go for? Goes up to the second rope, and he's looking for that signature crossbody from the top rope. 1, there's gotta be a 2. No, Gellitro kicking out at 2, and you can see the shock in Oscuro's eyes. Not many people kick out of that move, as you can see. Trash talking Gellitro, telling him that he should have stayed home. Just cursing at him. As you can see, the crowd not liking that, booing at Craneo Oscuro. They don't appreciate that from this man. No, he flipped him off. This man flipping the bird off of this American crowd, and I think this shows his opinion on Americans here. This man doesn't give, excuse me for my language, a fuck about these people. And now bringing Gellitro to his feet, and just wrenching on the arm once again. No, just showing off what Lucha Libre is about. Just, oh my god, driving the arm of Gellitro and transitioning into a Fujiwara armbar. This man wants to break the arm of Gellitro. Wrenching on that arm now. Gellitro has nowhere to go. Gellitro cannot reach the ropes. As you can see, Oscuro, with every pull, tries to break Gellitro's arm. Is Gellitro gonna tap out, ladies and gentlemen? If he doesn't, his arm might be broken. His arm might be broken. He might lose an arm here, ladies and gentlemen. Oscuro is not relenting on this. And Gellitro managing to escape from that Fujiwara armbar. And now charges at Oscuro, going for a lariat there. But Oscuro, beautiful Hurricane Rana. Now brings him to his feet, telling the crowd to shush. What's he going for? Beautiful swinging neck breaker. You don't see a lot of those right now in the current state of wrestling, but no, as you can see, Gellitro kicking out at 2. Craneo Oscuro showing what true Lucha Libre is about. Showing that Lucha Libre is not all flips, not all flippy spots, not all spot stuff. Craneo Oscuro showing what Lucha Libre was back in his day, showing the people what Lucha Libre truly is. You can see, knife edge chop to Gellitro, was trash talking him. You can see, and another chop, and that chop sends Gellitro to the floor. As you can see, Craneo staring Gellitro in the same position he kept him in. As you can see, Craneo Oscuro going to end this, and now charges. The disrespect looked like he was going for something, but no, he just went for a simple slap. And now Craneo Oscuro is fired up. What's Oscuro doing here? Oscuro going out to the apron. What is this man looking for? Going to the top rope. I think he's looking to end this, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's looking to put his student out of his misery, telling the crowd to look at him, telling the crowd to admire what he has done, telling the crowd to Gellitro kicking out, and beautiful Hurricane Rana. Did you see the height that Gellitro got at that? And Gellitro, that took a lot out of it, as you can see, taking a break in the corner, ladies and gentlemen. With Gellitro just having enough, getting to his feet, calling Oscuro to his feet. What is he going for? Dragon Rana! Running Dragon Rana! It's a leg! 1, 2! No! Oscuro kicking out at 2. Gellitro thought he had it with that. But I don't think he's done. I think he's looking to end this, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd is fired up. The crowd wants Gellitro to win this. The crowd is ecstatic. The Rapido hero might finally prove himself as a true Lucha Libre, a true Lucha wrestler, to the very man who built the backbone of this. Gellitro is looking to end this, ladies and gentlemen. Gellitro finally wanted to prove all his doubters wrong by beating a man who made Lucha Libre what it is. Gellitro is fired up, ladies and gentlemen. You can see the heart in this man. This man wants to win, ladies and gentlemen. Oscuro getting to his feet. And Gellitro will not give in. Signals at Oscuro. No, clotheslines him to the outside. And Oscuro on the outside trying to get to his feet. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rapido hero looking to do what he did thus best, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what's coming? Gellitro looking to fly with a beautiful rope step toe break on Halo. Gellitro flying to the outside. And now, no wasted motion, picking up Leon Oscuro and throwing him back into the ring. Now into the apron, Gellitro calling on the fans to his side and calling on Leon Oscuro. Craneo Oscuro to his feet, ladies and gentlemen. On the top rope, he's needed. Oh, beautiful! Flipping senton by Gellitro. And now hooks the leg here. This gotta be it. 1, 2. No! Craneo Oscuro still in this match, ladies and gentlemen. Gellitro is still far from claiming and proving himself as a true Lucha wrestler to the very man who doesn't believe in him. As you can see, the fatigue in Craneo Oscuro. And Gellitro was letting Oscuro know. I spoke too soon ago. Unleashing a series of kicks on Craneo Oscuro, not giving in. And Gellitro, kick to the midsection and another kick. Repeated kicks to the midsection. And roundhouse kick to the side of the head of Craneo Oscuro. And now, into the bridge here, that beautiful wrestling roll into the bridge. Managing to kick out of 2 is Craneo Oscuro. And now Gellitro, what's he going for here? Once again, into that wrestling roll and into the bridge again, trying to bring the victory. 1, 2. No, Craneo Oscuro kicking out once again out of this repeated rolls into the bridge. And now Gellitro once again doing this into, he decided to not go for the pin here. No, ripcord Hurricane Rana. Gellitro can steal this. Gellitro can steal this. Hooks a leg. 1, 2. No, Craneo Oscuro managing to get the shoulder up, and Craneo Oscuro is still in this, ladies and gentlemen. Gellitro is beside himself. Gellitro does not know what to do to put away this man. Does not know what to do to put away this legend. This man is the backbone of Lucha Libre, Gellitro. This is not an easy task to put away this man. This man has accomplished a lot in his career, and it will be hard to put him away, Gellitro. But I think he's looking to make me eat my words here. He's looking to put away Oscuro here now. Once again, fire up is Gellitro with his repeated clotheslines, and Oscuro trying to find a break in the corner. And Gellitro once again points at him, signaling him, and a beautiful front flip clothesline, and Oscuro charging him with beautiful pendulum kick by Gellitro, and caps it off with a beautiful European uppercut. But no, I spoke too soon. In the corner is Gellitro. What's he going for here? shouts up to the crowd, gives up a shout, and a beautiful front flip clothesline by Gellitro. And Gellitro hits the leg, looking to win this 1, 2, no, Craneo Oscuro kicking out once again. You know, you can see Gellitro giving out, using up too much of his energy. This is deja vu for what we saw earlier in the match. Gellitro giving in his all to try and pick up the victory against his mentor here. Now Gellitro managing to get to his feet, ladies and gentlemen. Gellitro circling Craneo Oscuro, looking to end this. The crowd is in anticipation for the end of this match. The crowd wants Gellitro to beat Craneo Oscuro and prove himself. And now brings Oscuro to a new position. Gellitro now staring into the face of his trainer and now trying to cap this off by showing him his own move, the very taunt that he gifted him, and now throws him into the corner. Now Gellitro, what's he going for? Gellitro stomping into the canvas. What's he going for here? Looking to end it against Craneo here. As you can see, Craneo does not have an idea of what is going on here. Gellitro tries his hand. Craneo, but no, Craneo with his own pendulum kick, psyching out. Gellitro, no, wheel kick, that very wheel kick that nobody has been able to kick out of. This move has never been kicked out of. One, Craneo's gonna beat Gellitro. No, oh my God! Gellitro kicked out of the wheel kick. This very wheel kick that has been rare, that I haven't seen anybody kick out of, that nobody has ever kicked out of, that nobody has ever managed to power out of it. And Gellitro just did that. Gellitro was kicked out of the Craneo's wheel kick. And now coming to his feet, going for it once again. Craneo looking to end this, and another wheel kick. Ladies and gentlemen, Craneo fired up. Pin him, and prove that he is nothing. 1, 2, and Craneo's a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, no! Gellitro kicking out of 2. He kicked out of 2, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, Craneo does not believe it. He does not believe that Gellitro kicked out of it. And Craneo does not believe it. He does not believe what Gellitro is doing here. He does not believe that this is the very man who he doubted. He has seen the heart of Gellitro, and he is beside himself, ladies and gentlemen. You can see, just trash talking, trying to psych himself up that he will still win this match. And once again, calling Gellitro to his feet, looking for that wheel kick. He is gonna finish him off, ladies and gentlemen. Gellitro still in the corners. You see the crowd trying to wheel Gellitro to his feet. Do not want Gellitro to lose him. But Craneo is looking to end this, calling Gellitro to his feet. And finally managing, just staggering to his feet, just stumbling around this Gellitro. And Craneo looking to end this. Now Craneo, another wheel kick. No! Gellitro managing to get out of the way. And clothesline by Gellitro. And then clothesline again by Craneo, managed to duck it. And Gellitro, super kick. Craneo moves out of the way. And knife and chop. And go for a look at Gellitro, caught him. Gellitro showing up that power, just hoisting up. Craneo looking him into the eyes. And now places him on his shoulders. Gellitro is gonna end this. Gellitro has him where he wants. Gellitro finally gonna pick up the victory against Craneo. Finally prove himself to the man who doubted him. Gellitro ain't this man. And now Gellitro with this airplane spinning around Craneo Oscuro, going round and round this Gellitro. Gellitro showing off his power. It just drops him down. And now Gellitro has him up and drops him down. And now Gellitro goes to the top rope. Gellitro wants to end this. Gellitro wants to beat this man. And Gellitro points at him, ladies and gentlemen. Turns around. Oh, stop by Gellitro. Hops the leg. He's gonna be in 1, 2, 3. Gellitro is just gentlemen, this was one hell of a match. Gellitro signaling for a mic here. Is Gellitro gonna break his vow of silence? You can see he's signaling for a mic. Is Gellitro about to break his vow of silence? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's about to happen. We're about to hear Gellitro speak for the first time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what he has to say. You know, I'm having second thoughts about this. He doesn't know it for sure, but I think it's finally ready.
12 years. I've been silent because of this man.
You can see Gellitro, 12 years, finally finding retribution, finally being able, you can hear it in his voice.
Tonight I've earned the right to speak out.
You have earned that, Gellitro.
Penance, you knew how I was held back from day one. How I camped outside this Lucha Libre school and begged him to train me. He made me take an oath of silence as a trade-off because of reasons I'd later find out was because he didn't like me. How he made it hard for me to blend in because he thought people outside of Mexico were ruining the culture, and in turn wasn't putting in a good word for me when joining shows, making people, including you, Penance, to give me looks backstage before I was able to show my love and passion for this. You know all my sacrifice to get here. I told you my story back then, and not only have you tried to ruin this for everyone, not only did you disgrace my former tag team partner Mephilos by ripping off his mask, but you make me face the person you knew would hurt me the most.
Well, and speaking of the devil,
personal.
Penance making his way down to the ring. I don't think that Gellitro knows that Penance is right behind him.
I will fight.
Gellitro, look around, man. He's right behind you. Look around, man. He's right behind you. Oh, but Penance going for that chop block, but Gellitro sidestepping it, and now unleashing a flurry of kicks. On Penance, off the ropes goes Gellitro. Oh, drop kicks. Penance sending Penance into the ropes, and Gellitro. Clothesline sending Penance out to the ring. And Gellitro. Oh, Gellitro looking to fly, goes off the ropes here. Tope con hilo by Gellitro. Gellitro standing tall here, ladies and gentlemen. Gellitro putting down his two biggest foes, picking up the victory against El Craneo Oscuro, and putting down Penance here, ladies and gentlemen.
Mark my words, the Rapido hero will not lose.
And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it from Gellitro, the Rapido hero will not lose. This was one hell of a match. Gellitro finally getting his retribution against El Craneo Oscuro, finally proving to him that he is a Lucha Libre wrestler. El Craneo Oscuro defeated, Penance defeated, and one Rapido hero standing tall. One hero basking in his light. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is John Connolly, and good night.